Off.
Good evening, reefers. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Good evening.
We've got a special guest today. I don't know if you know who it is.
Well done, Steve.
Yeah, I was playing around with that in the background earlier. I was having
I
a.
love him. Yeah, bring it all on.
Bruce.
So, what's everyone been up to? It's that weird time of year where people keep disappearing and going and doing fun things for a week and making us all jealous, don't they, Harry?
It was bloody beautiful. But now I'm back here in the rain. But no, it was wonderful. And me and Anna just spent the whole time in the ocean, snorkeling, obviously did a bit of scuba diving as well. And yeah, although there's not like a huge variety of marine life in Greece, certainly where we were, and obviously there's not great coral reefs, despite that, it was still absolutely incredible. And yeah, just feel so lucky to see what we saw.
Excellent. You did share a couple of the videos with me. I was very, very jealous. But mostly, well, not mostly, but partly because I've been to the exact same place you have, and I never found any of these places that you found.
Yeah, yeah, we do like to explore. We just get on the quad bike and find as many coastal areas as possible. And yeah, the wrasse out there are phenomenal, as you'll see.
Yeah, excellent. So let's quickly flick through and say good evening to everybody. First one in was the Man Mountain. Dan, evening. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, Dan.
Hey.
Woody's Reef, good evening. Terry Teckers as well, good evening, Terry. Gaza's in, good evening.
Mr. Tesla himself.
Ron managed to make it in and managed to get a naughty word in the chat without it being blurred out.
Oh my goodness.
Very surprised.
Hello, Ronald.
Good evening, Lee.
Hello.
Who else do we have? We have Offshore Reach Around.
Hello.
Good evening, Neil. Oh, it's good how these names evolve, isn't it? Stu's Reef, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Zach, good evening, Zach.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well.
Zach.
Yeah, hopefully you've got a very big tank to put that shark in. Otherwise, we'll be after you. Who else do we have in Critical Reef? I want to say Lee.
It's critical you get it right.
It is critical I get it right. I'm probably not.
Good evening.
Yeah. Evening. Yeah, I can't quite remember now. Good evening, Amanda. I hope you're doing well.
Amanda.
Chris is with us. Good evening, Chris.
Chris. Hello.
We have Harry as well.
Hey.
Harry.
Good evening, Anna.
Hey.
Yeah, Ron's noticed I got the StreamYard subscription.
Does look good.
Very expensive, but much better quality and lots of handy little features like that. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening.
Hello, Rob.
Good evening, Anthony.
Evening.
Good evening, Kitty Mech.
It's my 8-year-old daughter. Hello, Bonnie.
Good evening.
Hello, Bonnie.
Don't read anything or hear anything that we're going to say.
She'll be going to bed any minute now, won't you, Bonnie? Oh.
Who else do we have? Darren. Good evening, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
He's servicing clients tonight, so It's just going to fit us in between them.
Saying nothing.
Evening, Ryan. Hope you're doing
Hey,
well. Hey, Emma.
Emma.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Any more? James, not Lee. There you go.
See?
Hey, James.
John Wright is normally the first one in.
There he is.
He's slacking tonight, isn't
I was trying to log on the new.
He's on the laptop, yeah.
he? Yeah. It's either that or he's had a few bevies beforehand.
It's got a French keyboard, I reckon.
And I think that's it. That's all of us up to date. So, what have you been up to this week then, Liam?
Tank wise, I went and picked up a UV bowl ballast tube thing today. It's my 7th one, I think, something like that. And it didn't turn up broken.
Oh, it's a plus.
Okay.
You know the D&D
Yeah.
UVs, the glass tube that the bulb sits in.
Oh, yeah.
They don't ship very well.
No.
No. So in the end, D&D said, no, we're not sending any more. We'll send them to your LFS when they next do an order. Finally arrived today, so I'll get that set up tomorrow, hopefully. But no, this week I got a bit of inspiration talking with yourselves on Salty Banter.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a spur up my arse, and I've started a company called Sharks. It stands for Sharks Have a Right to Swim Freely.
Yeah.
To keep swimming, either one of them. So sort of done it as a sort of movement / not-for-profit sort of around it, with the aim to not so much ban the import and sales, but that's the one. Sharks have a right to keep swimming, but just to stop idiots like myself buying fucking sharks from fish shops.
Yeah.
It really got to me a couple of weeks ago when I walked into a shop and they had 2 6-inch bamboo sharks, and the owner's attitude of, they've sold, not my problem. They don't grow that fast. It's all bollocks. They do. They really do grow fast. I don't think it should be as easy as walking into a shop with a little bit of cash in your pocket and going, there you go, and walking home with a shark without something. At the end of the day, it grows a metre long.
Yeah.
Bamboo sharks, and they don't swim very much during the day, but at night time they're in and out and smashing up rocks and corals, and they will destroy your tank. It's not when, they will.
Even if you get a rescue dog, but you have to have an inspection on your house to make sure it's the right place for it.
Exactly. And that's sort of the thing I'd like to get hopefully done. Even just the shop owner coming and having a look. I mean, I've bought, back in the day, the old Tropical Boo. They wouldn't sell you a clown loach unless you've got a 14-foot tank. My tank's 500 litres at home, loads of them. When it's not, it's a little box. It shouldn't be that easy. And Bonnie's right. It was Drippy's fault. Yeah, it's always Drippy's fault. Yeah.
So what we did, I did see a few extra people dropping in. We have Nick and Stacey joined us. Good evening.
Evening, guys.
And Centripigey Terry.
Hey, Terry.
You're doing well, Terry. And I also noticed Shamila's with us as well. Good evening, Shamila. And Tom, who he did just drop a comment saying, I can't stay around long, I'm super busy. So hi and bye, and we'll hi again when you're watching us back.
Hello.
Appreciate the support, Tom.
And Tim as well. Good evening, Tim.
Timothy?
Hey.
Sorry,
Yeah, so I mean, going back onto the subject from Salty Banter of looking into buying my partner a parrot, and the idea popped into my head about a monkey. Legally, you can go and buy a monkey. However, next year, they've got to be under zoological conditions. You've got to have inspections. You've got to have licenses. You've got to la da 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 da. Wasn't worth the effort. Parrot's much easier. Why is the same for something that grows a metre long in a fish tank?
Yeah.
Just something really.
So are you primarily you're trying to kind of raise awareness to perhaps see what comes of it, or have you got more of a plan, if you like, going forward?
So raise awareness, hopefully educate a few people that although they look cute when they're 6 inches long or in a shark egg or something like this, they will destroy your tank, they will grow, and they will eat everything. They literally piss nitrate as it comes straight out. They're just not a great idea in a home hobby. It's not something that the everyday user can look after and care for. And I don't remember getting asked how big's my tank when I bought Bruce. And it should be a little bit more of, look, this is what you're getting yourself in for. It will grow this big. It will eat everything. It's a shark. That's cool. Yeah. And I fell for it. I fell in love with Bruce. Bruce was awesome. I'd love to have been able to keep him long term. However, it just doesn't happen.
I think the thing is... sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I'm going to say someone who kind of has the facility to keep an animal like that is going to be someone that has spent at least 3-6 months planning some sort of tank build. Should be, I should say, so on and so forth, and someone that's educated to know that you can't just chuck fish in straight away, and therefore why can't they just be kind of they bring them into order kind of thing?
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's it. Purchase to order.
Yeah.
The same is for black tip reef sharks, for example, are purchased to order. I think realistically that's only because most LFSs can't keep them in their displays or tanks. Otherwise, I'm sure we would see them. But I mean, for me, when it was time to get rid of Bruce, the big problem for me was trying to rehome him. I spoke to Gills Aquarium, I spoke to the Deep, who originally had said yes, but turns out they had a bamboo shark that was eating all their amphias. So they were getting rid of theirs, and everybody I sort of turned to went, no. What do you want me to do? It's a 3-foot long shark. It's getting rid of the shark afterwards. And at the end of the day, I came into this hobby because I love animals, I love sharks, I love fish, I love the undersea world and all about it. And it breaks my heart to think that realistically a couple of these sharks that do get taken back to shops or whatever, they're not going to get put in a shop. They're not going to get put in a display. They're not going to go to someone's house.
Yeah.
They're going to end up at a fish and chip shop or something, I don't think it should be that easy to buy a shark. And that's all I want, just to raise awareness. I watched that Ocean Ramsey, and she's raising awareness, what I think brilliantly. That they're not killing machines, they're not monsters. And they're amazing, they're beautiful. And they should be protected as that. They need hundreds of miles to swim. Yes, so do the tang, but a tang is 6 inches compared to...
I suppose it's that kind of community thing as well. If there's that awareness, you go on any Facebook post with a tang in a small tank, and there's so many comments of people saying, "What are you doing?"
Tang police.
Sure.
There's a good comment here from Terry. I wonder how many aquariums actually order in a shark when there's potentially people out there looking to rehome sharks.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing: is I spoke to someone quite high up at the Deep. I've got his email. I've talked to him. They get offered stuff all the time, like all the time. Can you rehome this? Can you rehome that? And your everyday fish, most of the time, they can say yes to it. But a shark, not so much. You can only have a few of them in a tank. They can't go in the big display because it'll get eaten. So your only other options are the smaller tanks, and they get filled quite quickly. I mean, Skegness, for example, has got 4 or 5 in a little lagoon display.
Yeah.
That's going to keep growing. I mean, luckily Bruce got rehomed, as far as I'm aware. So I rehomed into someone. He destroyed a 14-foot tank. Clownfish, corals. Well, didn't eat corals. Destroyed corals on sandbed, and he got taken to Reef, which he then flipped their coral tables upside down overnight, splashing corals out of tanks and all sorts. So he very quickly got moved on to a shark collector in Wakefield, I believe, in a dedicated shark display tank. Amazing.
Yeah.
However, he's not going to want 50 of them that have been sold in the UK.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Difficult, isn't it?
It is. I just want to see animals cared for properly. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see we've got Matt and Sharon and Tommy in with us as well now. Good evening, guys.
Evening.
And baby Dave as well. Evening, Dave.
Hey.
Dave.
Hello, Dave.
So,
as you're saying, Harry?
I was going to ask how your week has been, Steve. What you've been up to?
So my week didn't start well.
Oh dear.
I had a few things. So I'd been struggling to get jellyfish for my jellyfish tank. Apparently TMC didn't have any. I was going to try and get spotted lagoons. I think I'm just going to go for some moons. And I'm just going to go to my LFS and get him in when he's there on Friday. But I was looking around and I was like, oh, you know what? I found some online. I'll order those. It's like 18 quid delivery, but they were cheaper anyway. So it was actually cheaper than buying them from the LFS. And didn't get delivered. And there was some confusion over the address. So I kind of phoned up FedEx and sorted out the address details, and then this was Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, they weren't out for delivery, so I phoned them up again, and they said, "Oh yeah, there was a problem, and they didn't get it onto the lorry this morning." I said, "But they're live jellyfish. They're gonna be dead if you leave it until Monday." And the woman was like, "They're what? We don't accept livestock in the FedEx network." Apart from like pandas and crocodiles and stuff where we have a dedicated transport.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's what they are. And then she looked through and she said, oh, they've declared them as acrylic aquariums. Well, they're not. And then she said, okay, but they've come from the Czech Republic. They've what? So the website's set up, but it's actually shipping from the Czech Republic. They've shipped it in with none of the paperwork, and they're like, we can't let it out. We can't deliver it. It's
not on, is it?
And I was really pissed off. And I got in touch with the company that I ordered from, and they said, oh, yeah, we'll send you some more on Monday, but don't tell them they're live jellyfish. So I said, no, it's illegal. Do not send them. Just give me my money back. When I was speaking with the lady at FedEx, she's like, we're just going to close this account. We can't have him doing that. So yeah, started off, that was just before the weekend, bit shit, having been responsible for 2 jellyfish dying. And then I had this in my, let me see if I can add it. That's not what I wanted. I found this on Naoko Ras. Not looking very happy. Went to net it, to put it in the other tank to give it a little breather. Got it in the net. It swam straight out the net and just zoomed around the tank. He's like, ha, fooled ya. So, yeah, nothing wrong with it at all. And then, what else did I do? I'm putting the sockets in for my new tank.
Yeah.
I only had one single socket. There's now 10 double sockets, so hopefully it's going to be enough. And then today, I had some chemicals turn up.
Nice.
And I also had this turn up.
Magnetic star.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
Ready for mixing it all up. Although I was kind of expecting it to come with a beaker, because all of the pictures on the listing had a beaker. So I can't do anything until I've got a beaker now.
And is that for the main 3?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to. I've moved over to the Red Sea stuff that you gave me now, Harry. I'd used up all of the stuff that I had. I do really, really like it, but it's just that calcium magnesium imbalance. I'm having to set the dosing up for the calcium and then manually top up extra magnesium.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not the point of how it's supposed to work. So
Sure.
How are we doing your traces on the self-mixing, Steve?
I'm probably going to buy A and K.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just
Exactly
dose
what I'm
A
doing.
and K. Yeah.
Yeah. And tank responds really well.
Yeah.
So Gaz is saying traces stream. I have actually been thinking this. Now I don't know whether I will do it as a stream or whether I'll record the videos of me making it and then play it back on a stream. So we have a stream about it, but I won't actually be mixing up the chemicals in the stream. So it's probably better to actually pay attention. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Rob mentioned a little while about collaborating on some kind of potential trace element product that would just be a homemade kind of thing. I think that could be quite good, and it would be nice to, obviously, we could then kind of list exactly what's in it and what ratios, exactly what's going in your tank, rather than put this in, it's really good. You can know exactly what's going in what
You're going to be
ratio.
charging £75 a bottle as well.
85, yeah.
85.
Bobby's setting the prices, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
So yeah, Alyssa, I didn't want to run the tank off of one socket like you do. I thought I'm going to add a few more in there, extend the ring main, so it's all nice and safe.
You'll have an extension lead in each socket. 20 extension leads should do the job.
But this is what I thought. So I'm going to have an EB6, at least one EB6.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not going to need any extension socket, any like 4-way extension leads or anything, by putting 10 doubles in there.
That's crazy if you think about it.
It's 27 sockets.
Yeah, but you
stuff.
always underestimate. I don't know what I've got. I dread to think.
A stirrer, a pump, a UV, it all adds up.
Yeah, so I was going to put 5 double sockets in, and I spoke with Tom, and he was like, "Oh no, don't. If you're messing around doing it all, put in 10."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a good point. I'll put 10 in. But yeah, I think you're right. I think whatever's there, you'll just fill them.
Yeah.
You'll find a use for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good to have a spare as well for when you just need an extra pump or an extra something just to do a bit of maintenance.
Yeah. It's funny. This is exactly what I said to Alyssa when she was talking about her tank. I'm like, well, if you want a really good gauge, hold the extension lead near the wall where it plugs in, and if it's warm, you probably want another socket. If it's not, you're probably okay. So
it's quite a big task, though. Fair play to you for taking it on.
Yeah, and
for sure.
the wall, it's an internal wall, so I thought, this would be nice and easy. But the breeze block in there isn't breeze block, it's concrete block.
Yeah.
And it's got
fun.
Metal. So I used one of those vibrating multi-tools to it didn't do anything. I had to do it all with a hammer and chisel in the end.
Was that one of Matt's tools?
No. It was a heavier duty one than Matt's ones.
Right.
I see Roxanne's joined. No, that one. Roxanne's joined us as well.
Hi,
Good
Roxanne.
evening. No, I haven't turned any corals white this week. They are all growing really, really well. I'll put a few pictures up in a second.
Nice.
But I hope you'll be happy to hear. After last week's stream, I did go out in the garden and have a little chat with the birds and said, "Can you be a little bit quieter on Wednesdays, please?"
Yeah,
and they've
that's fair.
obliged.
Nice.
Mine are asleep. They're all good.
Yeah,
We'll have a parrot in the background next.
It's coming.
So, talking about corals, this is the Wilsoni that I got at Finest.
Very nice.
beautiful.
And this is Ron's PC Rainbow. It's kind of puddling out really, really nicely
encrusting.
now. And then another one from Finest was a Peter Parry one. Evening, Peter, because I see he's in the chat as well.
Very nice.
And that's starting to cut out quite nicely as well, and
Yeah.
just starting to come out now and encrust. So yeah, everything's doing really nicely at the moment. Touch wood.
I remember that stage. It was brilliant. To be fair, hair algae completely gone, vanished.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, happy with that.
Do anything drastically different, or just let it burn
More
out?
mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all I did. More mouths. I had air algae. Obviously, didn't have enough things eating it because I killed all the snails. So I waited till that had all gone. Done a couple of water changes. Added. Well, we've got 7 tuxedo urchins.
Wow.
Nice. I chucked about 40 snails in.
What snails did you put in?
Random. Turbos, Roman snails. Just random snails.
So I found when I was having some hair algae, I tried putting loads of different things in. What worked for me was the Asterina or Astrina snails, the little spiky ones. They demolished it. Absolutely demolished it.
I'll just try and chuck in as many different mouths as I can.
Yeah.
It's seemed to do the trick.
Yes. So, Harry, are you going to share any of what you've been up to in the last week? Have you got any little videos you can share?
I actually don't. They're all very long form. I will have some, but other than what I said at the beginning, not really. It was just incredible. Just to see everything that you're used to seeing in a glass box, seeing how it interacts differently in the wild, and the kind of thoughts that might go through your head during that time, which I think I'll briefly kind of discuss on a video. Of course you question the ethics side of things when you see them in the wild, which I've always thought is a really interesting kind of topic. Saying that, it would take a lot for me to give it all up. So, yeah.
Would you give it all up, or do you think you would go to, say, smaller fish, for example? Clownfish, they don't really swim, do they?
Sure. I think there's certainly something to be said about tank-bred fish.
Yeah.
But then we're back to the argument of tank-bred versus wild-caught and what wild-caught does for our industry. Like Matt from Oata, his speech the other day, kind of discussing, the topic and what, wild-caught fish do for not only the community and people, but also for the reefs, and keeping them thriving and healthy. And I think Steph's video will likely touch on that as well, with his trip. Be watching out for that one. I think that'd be a good one.
Definitely.
Yeah, so what was your favourite fish that you saw while you were out there then?
Collectively, it had to be the wrasse, because when you see them that kind of intertwine into the rocks and stuff, as soon as they come out and that light catches them, the flicker and all of the colours, it was just insane to think that they're under no artificial lighting or anything of that nature, and to see those colours, in their natural environment was it was breathtaking. It was really,
What
really
wrasse were
stunning.
they? Do you know?
There was a good variety. No, off the top of my head, I don't. There were
Malacca wrasse.
yeah. What's the
So sorry, clearly you don't know much
Malacca is
Greek.
Malacca is wanker or something.
Yeah.
No, I can't think off the top of my head. It's on the tip of my tongue, but not Malacca. No,
Okay.
not as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. Because you sent us some little snips while you were away.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was very jealous.
Yeah. But all parrot wrasse and just stunning wrasse. We also saw an octopus, but I didn't get it on camera. It was on our first dive, and I didn't have the camera with me. But the instructor kind of lifted a rock because this is where this octopus lives. It was
like, for fuck's sake, put the rock back.
Will you stop? Yeah, I did think that a little bit. But I have to say, to see that kind of come out, and then it kind of moved into the seagrass and camouflage itself, and to see it change colour. Oh, yeah, it was wonderful. It was so amazing.
I've always been a bit intrigued by seagrass.
Yeah.
Why don't we see it? Hey, Mark. Why don't we see it waving in the fish tanks that we keep? Because hair algae doesn't tend to get eaten much by tangs because it's too long.
Sure. I suppose. Yeah. Interesting.
Is it just that it gets eaten before it gets long enough?
I don't know. We don't tend to keep turtles too much, do we? That'll be the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find these videos that I sent you, Steve, because it's annoying me now what the rest were.
You sent them to me on Instagram.
There were some, certainly, I don't know if there were Melanaris, but if not, very, very similar.
Yeah.
But I think some that aren't actually local to those waters migrate or whatever they do. So you do sometimes see several wrasse that aren't local. Yeah, I can see all the food that I sent you. Oh, here we go. And then we saw those. What were the ones that you had to ID for me, Steve? Because I wasn't sure what it was.
I don't know. Let me open up Instagram and see.
I think it was like a type of sea bass.
I think it was as well. It was something along those lines.
Painted coma.
That was it.
Yeah, that was fascinating. That was so different. It kind of was almost wrasse shaped, wasn't it? But
yeah,
fatter, bigger.
Yeah, it was like a fat wrasse.
It's a shame I don't have the videos.
Yeah, and then when you came home,
mm-hmm.
you found some nudies.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that was unexpected. So I changed my reef mat, and
Liam's looking very confused.
I was taking up residence. Yeah, right, he's out. Everyone strip off. Yeah.
And yeah, I saw a quite a large adult nudie on the kind of plastic bit that you take out of your reef mat, and then on the side of that was loads of egg spirals. So I added loads, but I assume they'd just been eaten because obviously I've got wrasse in the tank. Never see them. My aptasia problem kind of has very much subsided in the display. It's pretty much gone. You struggle to kind of find any. Obviously, I've got wild peppermint shrimp in there. Had a filefish. Had obviously the Australian stripey. Basically, most things that eat aptasia, and I put it all down to them. And of course, using Ron's juice. But yeah, obviously, finding nudies and nudie eggs, they must have been part of the solution.
Brilliant.
I'm just getting the picture.
Is your stripey tripled in size yet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the right kind of center screen there. That's the adult nudibranch. Obviously, it's harder to tell out of the water, but Just take my word for it. And then you can see the egg spirals on the side. Oh,
yeah, that one. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, they're obviously having a good time in there as well.
Have you got many in the sump? As in Aptasia?
Not that I see. Oh, Aptasia, a few, not horrendous amounts, but a few, and they're like several bigger ones, so it's not like overrun like the top was. I kind of don't mind too much. I don't think I'm ever going to eradicate them. So what I'll do is next time I've got some of Ron's juice made up for whatever reason, I'll just squirt some of them. Yeah.
Then if they're in the sump, they're not doing any damage as such, are they?
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, they're sucking up nutrients. So.
Exactly, filter feeder, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had a hungry anemone.
Oh yes, I certainly did. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how it happened, but one of my mollies, I walked into it being consumed by a bubble tip anemone.
They're so stupid.
I think, yeah, they're very much freshwater fish, aren't they?
They are. I tried a couple with Bruce, and they didn't last very long.
No, I can't imagine they do. No.
They basically swam into his mouth.
Yeah, they are funny. Oh, ornate wrasse, that was one of them that I saw a lot of.
Yeah.
And then what? I don't know how you say it, but Chorus Julis. But I don't think they're very common in the hobby. But that was one of them.
Okay. So, Liam, is your tank doing better now?
Yes.
Things settled down.
We're getting there. I'm getting a little bit of colour coming back on one of the Monties that survived.
Nice.
I said all the hair algae's gone. Mucking about with internal flow. I've got the closed loop system running up there.
Yeah.
Swapped them over to the random flow generators. Ron helped me out massively with some guards for my closed loop system there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Plant pots just to sit over the top of it. I had an issue about a week ago with my yellow eye coal tang. Decided to swim in the glass, bang his head, and turn into a knob. It killed my copper band. Killed my clown tang. Just bullied them up into the corner, and then that's where I've got the closed loop. So when they're passed, they've been sucked in. So those plant pots massively help out. Then the Sohole decided he was going to be a knobhead as well. So he's been sumped along with the other 15 other fish in there. I don't know. I really don't know what to do with the Sohole. I'm really on the fence of, I love that fish. He's a gorgeous fish. He only hates tangs and rabbitfish. Do I get rid of all of the tangs and rabbitfish, keep him? Or do I get rid of the Sohole?
Yeah. Hard choice.
It is a hard choice. I've got the cleanup crew that could take up the hard work of the tangs.
Mm-hmm.
They could take over that job and then just have one Sohole dotting about, chasing the odd chromis every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, Ron had a question for you. Did you ceramic coat your nozzles?
I didn't, because they don't. They sit under the water fully, and I'm not sure how it would react with salt water constantly.
What does that mean? Sorry, I don't understand why you do that.
So ceramic coating, best way to describe a ceramic coating is what you buy or put on a car. It's basically a liquid layer of glass applied to the paintwork. It gives extra protection to the paint, and it's also really hydrophobic. Like if you've waxed your car and the water all runs off.
Yeah.
Well, I ceramic coated the inside of my skimmer neck.
Okay.
Steve's eyebrows raised.
Interesting. Yeah.
Works brilliantly. I just put it in the shower, rinse it, done. It almost instant. There's no thick crud that builds up or anything.
Does it take longer to bed in after being cleaned? No.
Nope. Instantly. Makes no difference to bubbles, froth, foam, whatever you want to call it. It does absolutely nothing. No, don't do it live, Steve.
Well, I've got this ceramic coating stuff that this guy gave me, so...
Yeah, no, not that one. If you want some, Steve, let me know and I'll send you a proper ceramic coating.
I think I do have a... Oh, I can't remember what it was called now, but yeah, it comes in this tiny little bottle with a tiny little block thing that you put it on with.
That's the one.
Yeah. I did see a question from Bristol Reefer, good evening, to Lee about
yes.
Oh yeah, I see his answer now as well. Yeah. How many miles have you done so far, Lee? Be good to know.
Big
He
push
could have
this
biked
week.
down
And he
to
meant to
see-
ride it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he went to see John B at the weekend. That would have been a great opportunity to rack them miles up.
Yeah, my goodness.
Straight down the M1. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Bless him. I hope it's all going well, Lee. Good luck to you, mate.
Yeah. Be good to see him get over that milestone. I imagine that's quite a good feeling at the end of that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let me put a banner up. This one. I put this one up because the other one, when I tried to actually paste it into StreamYard, gave me a massive long string. So I used this to convert it into something smaller. But this is basically a link to, and let me click on it here. Move it over to that screen and then share my screen. Share screen. This one. There we go. This is your petition.
Oh, we're up to 47 now. Yeah, it's growing. Yeah, so the petition, I think it needs rewording a little bit. I did it a little bit late at night. But yeah, just something that we can take to, for example, Tropic Marine and just say, look, change your ways. You know, the hobby doesn't want, I say the hobby, the hobby might want it. We'll see how the petition goes. We don't want sharks as easily to purchase for the sakes of the sharks.
Yeah, and I think, like you say, the idea of only getting them into order, I think, is a really small, quite easy step that will probably have a really big impact.
Exactly that. Yeah,
There
are people out there,
isn't it,
that can keep them. Rob, for example, he's got a massive 13-foot tank. Me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with him having a bamboo shark. He doesn't want one because he likes his fish. But people like Paul Cuffrow, for example, and there are YouTubers out there that can keep them and keep them happy and healthy. I don't see a problem with that. It's the people that are buying a small bamboo shark or a shark egg and keeping them in a Red Sea 250 that have no plans of upgrading to a 14-foot tank.
Yeah.
Or, then it comes back to the thing of, well, what am I going to do with it when it does outgrow my tank?
Yeah.
Nobody wants it. No one can have it. No one can keep it. Where are they going to go? And that's the big ethical thing for me of, that's the bit I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the more people that can share it, sign it, whatever, anything we can do to help these innocent animals that can't speak, I think we should.
Yeah. So I'll keep the link on the screen for a bit, and I'll put the link in the description once we end the live, and it just becomes a normal video, so that people can just click it, because that'll make life easier. But obviously they can, if they're worried that I'm pranking them with my link that's going to send them to Penn Island or something, they can search change.org for your ban the sailor sharks.
Yeah.
And find it that way. I also noticed in the news this week, the Octopus Act was being discussed, which I think kind of goes quite nicely with what you're talking about as well.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, one of the ideas that I had was Ron's mouldy bunker stickers, but one of a shop can look at. You can have a sign on a shop that you then know that they won't sell you a shark unless it's ethical, for example.
Yeah.
They're not happy selling you a shark unless, something like that. I don't know. I'll see where it goes. But yeah, specialist order, as Ron said, full ban or specialist order. Needs rewording a little bit, but
yeah,
just get the ball rolling.
I think, his it does make it sound very, very.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any.
I'm not going full Carol Baskin on it. I just want a few sharks to be saved.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a debate at the moment, isn't there, where there's people trying to get the complete ban on ornamental fish and talking about what's going on with Hawaii and all of that as well. It's a little. I think it makes people a little bit nervous that they don't want it to be another thing that takes us closer to an overall ban.
Yeah.
But I think approached in the right manner, and as a not as necessarily as a ban, but as a controlled sale, maybe of these things. I think is
the purchase to order thing would be a nail on the head. Close the coffin, done. And as Lee says, there's many other animals in the hobby that should be like that. Groupers and eels and da.
Yeah. I mean, anything that wouldn't fit in like a 4-foot tank. Yeah, I think that's probably then you're getting to the 20% of hobbyists that have got something bigger than that.
I think realistically that comes back down to the people importing them and selling them to the shops, which is TMC.
Yeah.
And if we
it
can
just
get
seems
to them,
obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
As an ethical shopkeeper, to not bring them in, like it just seems really, as I say, damn obvious.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and I think there are very easy wins that will make a huge difference, and just making it so that they're not just there for someone when Drippy's whispering in their ear.
Exactly that impulse buy. It's such an easy impulse buy of it's only this big, it's only a little shark, but wow, it's an actual shark. I did it. I know how easy it is, and at the end of the day, what was he? I paid 99 quid for a shark. It's a shark,
mad, isn't it? Yeah.
It's every child's dream to own a fucking shark. Surely,
Yeah.
There's another option, Ron.
Yeah.
Or make him wear a gag or something when he's in the shops.
Oh dear.
But we'll see where it goes, and we'll go from there. I'll need to reword a few bits and pieces and speak to a few different people. I've reached out to quite a few people, and a couple have replied. WWF basically told me to get stuffed. It's not their problem. Just reaching out.
The wrestling people, or
the wrestling people. Yeah, it's the wrong page.
Yeah, I can understand why they wouldn't want to help.
But a couple of people have reached out. They're going to speak to contacts, and we'll sort of go from there. But thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Excellent.
It's a start. It's better than just sending an email. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, and I think just that raising awareness of it. Anything you can do is better than doing nothing. Yeah, the number of times you can be in some of the lesser fish shops and you can hear someone talking to the shop owner, can I get this one? They're like, yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine. Really isn't, and if the owner kind of walks off, I might just say, maybe do a bit of research, because I wouldn't buy that fish in your situation.
Yeah, I mean, it was that one from the fish shop that had a chat with the owner about, and he'd sold 2 bamboo sharks to someone with a reef for 350. Not a care in the world. I had no idea about them, no information about them. I asked him, made a sly comment about if only they stayed that big. Well, they don't grow that quick. No, they do. They're the stripey of the shark family world. They grow huge, they grow fast, and they will destroy someone's tank. And what are you going to do with it? How are you going to deal with it when it comes back?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could take footage of Bruce, from different points, and just give people a timeline and say, hey, this was Bruce when I got him on this date, and now here was him 6 months later, and so they get an idea, and then say, this was my tank, and show the size of it, and it got too big for this.
Yeah, there's lots of ideas, lots of things to do, lots of things to try and sort. But like we say, it steps in hopefully the right direction, and we'll see.
Yes, yeah. I saw a comment from Lee. He says he's done 24 miles. We're halfway
Keep going, Lee.
through. You need to get some more miles in. Yeah. And good evening, Hayley. Sorry, I didn't see you
Hayley.
in there. Let's have a look through. Is there any more comments? Nothing else. No.
Alyssa, she said pallies need to be gone. That's
it's more for the sake of
what would Lee have on his
I think.
pizza?
Yeah, and that. I think I do agree that pallies. It's always surprised me that there's less warnings. Like, to me, why are there not warnings on the glass or on the cabinet or something at an LFS saying, by the way, this has the second most deadliest toxin known to whatever it is. I get that a lot of zoas aren't particularly potent, but the point is people don't know the difference a lot of the time. I think pallies and zoas are often people's first corals.
just my first coral,
Yeah, and
I bought it when I bought my Regal Tang. Yeah. Well, the information I got from the LFS was, when they slime up like this, if you get it on your hands, just make sure you wash your hands. It was nothing about, they're toxic. They could kill you potentially.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than nothing, but
of course.
Quite often it is nothing.
Yeah.
And I think,
wouldn't have bought them if I knew they were toxic.
If you walk into most LFSs, I say most because not all of them have it, but most of them, the tank that has lionfish and foxface and things like that has a big sticker on it that says venomous fish, and they're like a bee sting-ish.
Lee will tell you.
Yeah. So unless you're allergic to the venom, it's going to hurt. You're not going to be happy about it, but you're probably not going to end up in hospital. However, if you munched on a pally, you probably would. And it's even like these people that you see where, they've had a rock that's had pallies on it or zoas on it, and they didn't realise they were pallies, and then they've boiled it and like put all of the house in hospital, and the neighbours aren't very well either, and it's just insane that something that potent is so easily accessible.
You bush it and the dog eats it, Yeah, limitless.
Yeah. Is there anything else like that? I know there's a few more. Are all your fish still in the tank, Harry?
I did just hear that.
Yeah, I heard it as well.
I mean, the lid's on, so I should hope so.
Okay. Yeah, there are a couple more fish, aren't there? But I can't think of anything that's like properly
not
dangerous to your health. Like blue ring
I mean, Lee's the
octopus.
person to be asking. Yeah. Yeah, blue ring octopus. And yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what Ron said. Blue ring octopus. Yeah.
I'm
Good
sure there is,
evening,
but we haven't
Cooler.
found about it yet. There's
Yeah,
so
we've
much of the
only,
ocean
what
that's
is it,
been under.
5% we've explored or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unreal.
it's crazy. You know,
And 4%
just
of that was me and Anna last week. Sorry, Steve, go on.
Yeah, I mean, when you every now and then you'll see the results of a study that's just finished, and they're like, oh yeah, we found 40 new species in this really small little survey we did, and then you think, that was a really small area, and they did it for 3 months or something.
Yeah. Crazy.
There's so much out there that we just don't know about.
Don't we know more about the surface of the moon than we do the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
It's-
I think it wasn't it NASA used to do sea exploration. I think. No.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
not.
a few.
Yeah.
I think quite a few places have, and I think when you look, did we talk about it on Salty Banter? That they were exploring the Mariana Trench with crazy old technology years and years and years ago, and then you think between the Wright brothers' first flight and landing on the moon was like 80 years or something. Imagine if that amount of effort's then put into sea exploration.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah,
I wonder
not
why
fun.
it's not beneficial to us. I wonder why there's no money in it, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I think from a purely physics perspective, space is like 0 atmospheres, and we like about 1 atmosphere. So you've only got to make a spaceship strong enough to kind of keep in 1 atmosphere.
Sure.
But if you're going really deep, you need to hold out like hundreds of atmospheres of pressure. So the structures have to be much, much stronger. But also, you don't need to make them fly. So it makes it easier again. So I don't know what the trade-off is, but yeah.
Probably wouldn't use a PlayStation controller to control them either.
No.
Not advisable.
No, definitely not. Oh look, we've got a non-believer. Yeah, I mean I've never been there, so I can't really say for sure. But yeah,
Anna made a flat Earth comment on the holiday.
did she?
She was joking, thankfully. Well, I hope she was, but
Yeah.
But it's when we were looking at the horizon, the ocean. It does look flat.
What gets me is because I live by the sea. I used to live like a quarter of a mile from the sea, so I would quite often walk along the seafront. And as I was walking towards the sea, there was a field, like several rugby fields, and then there was a big mound of earth, and there were beach huts on top of it, and then there was the promenade, and then it went down to the beach, and then there was the sea. But when you stood and looked out, you could still see the sea, so it was like higher than, it's just like one of those optical illusions, but
Yeah.
because of the curvature. But yeah, it looks wrong, doesn't it?
But living so close to the sea, why are you not using natural seawater?
Because I also live very, very close to the UK's biggest container port.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a blue flag beach. It's supposed to be clean and safe. And I must admit, when we all went into, I don't know whether it's a coincidence or not, but in COVID, when we were allowed out for our 1 hours of exercise, I would walk down by the beach and look, and the water was much clearer than it ever used to be. I'm guessing it's because there was less sea traffic, And I don't think the water is particularly dirty, but it's a muddy bottom, and it gets stirred up quite easily. But
Ozone.
Yeah. Pump some ozone in, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was quite interested in it. So I live probably a mile and a half from the sea now. So I could get like an IBC on a trailer and a pump, go down there, throw it in, pump a load of seawater out.
Yeah. That's a lot of hose pipes. You could do it permanent. Yeah.
Yeah.
On tap.
Yeah, Kumar says free trace elements.
Yep.
I don't know if they would be the trace elements they would want to put in the tank, but yeah, I'm really tempted to send off an ICP for the sea near me, just see what it's
That'd
like.
be cool. Yeah.
See what's in the sea. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Do it live. Yeah.
It's what mobile
suppose
base is for.
if you filtered it and UV and everything like that, it'd be usable.
Yeah. Yeah, I did make a comment a while back about collecting like mussels and clams and stuff from the beach. Could I acclimatise them to the temperatures that we keep in our reef tanks? That'd be another interesting one. Would they survive? Could I use them to clean up filter feeders?
My guess would be short term they could. That's a very uneducated guess, but
Yeah.
that's what I would assume.
Yeah.
There you go.
No. No, and I think that was the consensus when I asked a few people was like, no, they can't adapt to it. I was like, okay.
Maybe not then.
If you'd have bought some back from Greece, Harry, it would have been all right.
Do you know, I
Cold
usually
water.
do bring back just a plastic bottle of water because I think at least that's the same temperature to what's in the tank, and it may or may not be beneficial. It might kill everything. It might be really good. It's a little,
So what, you
little
bring
game
back
I
a-
like to play.
Plastic bottle of random seawater from wherever you've been, and then come home and tip it in the tank.
Yeah, twice I've done that from Greece. Yeah.
Good luck,
Brave
Harry.
man. Brave man.
Yeah.
Well, we swim
Do you-
out.
Do you tip the water
You're
in
right.
from the fish shop as well? You buy coral.
No, I don't do that. No.
Oh, no, it might be full of disease or something.
Yeah, it might be. Well, at least it's natural disease, you know. At least
Extra biodiversity.
exactly right.
I know Mark does. He collects
Yep.
his from
What are you guys?
Cardigan Bay.
Yeah. I've only ever used natural in this system. It's never had. Maybe once or twice it's had a bit of blue bucket when I've run out, but very, very rarely.
Do you notice much difference?
Not in this tank because I've only ever run natural seawater. But what I have heard over and over is the biggest difference is in the fish's behaviour, and you notice it after you've done a water change. They just you can't really say they're happier because you know what you judge in that by, but they do. They
smiling
swim around
more.
more, and they exactly. You see their little dimples, and it just. I just swear by it, but it's difficult to stand behind when I can't kind of list exactly why. But I don't know. Sometimes you just it's like my feelings on Kalkwasser. I think there's something about it. I like the fact that it's a natural element, whatever. But there is something about it other than providing alkalinity and a pH boost that the corals just seem to love. And it's kind of how I feel about the seawater as well. And I think, again, wherever you can use natural things and replicate as naturally as possible in a very artificial hobby, why not? And I think cost-wise, when you actually look into getting seawater delivered, it's actually not too dissimilar. I think sometimes it can even work out cheaper than the buckets. And then, of course, there's a convenience factor. Never mix salt. I've always got it because people pick it up from mine. I've got big IBC out the front. Turn the tap, 25 litres, chuck it in. Bob's your uncle.
It's interesting because I just got an email from the water company saying we're going to change our monthly payments from £43 a month to £80 a month.
It's kind of them.
Mm.
Plus then buying 80 quid containers of salt.
Yeah.
You're then getting to the point where, yeah, maybe it is cheaper.
All adds up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they do the natural seawater supplier. I think they're quite in demand, so it's quite hard to get a spot with them. But they do an ICP on every single one, and they just filter it for particulate. They leave as much bacteria as possible kind of intact. Of course, again, there's the argument of bacteria from UK water may not do so well in 26, 27 degrees, but are there some that survive and are beneficial? Possibly not. We just don't know enough about it. But again,
you'll get more bacteria than you get out of a bucket.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you're not getting any out of that, are you?
Yeah.
Or not live bacteria anyway.
Yeah.
It won't be live, will it? If it's
Well,
dry
no, it won't
salt.
be live. It's got bacteria.
Yeah. Good evening, Ty. Yeah, you've made it within.
Blimey.
Normally it's within 5 minutes of the end, so you're particularly early today. Good evening, Melinda, as well. Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning, Melinda.
Morning.
Yeah. We'll have to. Yeah, Mark's saying he doesn't UV. Yeah, I seem to remember you don't filter it either. Just goes straight in. I mean,
straight from the gutter.
Fag butts and all. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really tempted to send off an ICP from the beach.
Yeah.
And then have a look at how I go and collect it. Where I collect it from. I mean, I don't even know whether you need to get permission to go and collect it.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
you've told everyone on the live stream you're going to do it now. But, yeah.
Well, I'm obviously not going to do it if you're not allowed to.
Obviously.
Just do it in a little plastic bottle. No one notices. You can even get it on a plane.
Yeah. It might take me a while, though. Yeah. No, it's interesting. Yeah. Natural seawater just gets put through a filter sock.
Yeah.
I've looked into it, but it just works out more expensive for me to get it delivered and whatnot. There's a shop near me that stocks it, but I won't go there.
Yeah. I think it also depends on where the company you're getting it from. If they're already delivering to your neighbour, you're going to get it a lot cheaper than if they've got to go an hour out their way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, natural seawater, as I say, I notice much healthier, happier fish for whatever reason. But there's so many variables. I'm a more experienced keeper than I was prior to using natural seawater, so there's that as well. It's a bigger system than I've had before, so on and so forth. But yeah, there we go. If Reef Rondo is willing to give it a shot, then it must be good.
Yeah. Apparently phosphates around the UK are an issue. Is that low phosphate? I imagine it's high phosphates rather than low, but
I have low phosphates always. So mine they're always under 1, but generally they sit at like 0.03. Nitrates keep bottoming out, but I've just stopped carbon dosing slowly. And I was showing you, Steve, wasn't I, the other night, that my polyp extension has been unreal this last couple of weeks.
Have you ICP'd your natural seawater, Harry?
Yeah. And they do it all their end as well.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, so interestingly, when I got my Fluval Evo, the shop I bought that from, I got water from, and they were a natural seawater supplier. So that was natural seawater. So that's what I started using, and then I moved to a different LFS which used Red Sea Blue Bucket. And then one time I had a problem where I got 25 litres of 31 part per thousand instead of 35 part per thousand. Then I got my own RDI machine and made my own. I've
just had this discussion with my neighbour. He's gone from a Red Sea small one. I don't even know how big it is. And he's just bought one of the big 5-foot aqua ones. And we're just sort of chatting about it. And I was like, have you got your RO machine set up? No, I'm just going to buy it from the shop. So, yeah, but a 5-foot tank you're going to need to make your own water. What are you going to do when you run out? Well, I'll just keep going to the shop. I think there's a big fear among new hobbyists about making your own water.
Yeah,
you don't
for
want
sure.
to do it wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly the same with salt. I know multiple people that have been keeping for years, but they won't make their own salt because they're so scared of doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the RO machine. It just looks scary, doesn't it?
It's intimidating, isn't
well.
it? It's And like you said, Steve, you've got shops that are then selling it at 31 PBT. It's
Yeah. It was so different. I don't know if you've ever tipped like fresh water into salt water or vice versa, and you can see the fluid dynamic. You can see that
Viscosity of
it
it.
separate, and you're like, that looks weird. I was tipping in salt water, and I thought, I can see it going in. That's not right. There's something wrong here. Luckily, I only put like 2 litres in before I stopped, and then measured the water that I got, realised how far off it was, and put it to one side.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I suppose that's it as well. Like you say about the variables from the stores, but also the variables in how long you're mixing for, the heat it's mixing at, you know, what salt you're
temperature's a
using.
big thing.
Yeah, for sure. And your RO water at the time, have you rinsed your RO machine, and all these different things. Whereas with the seawater, I mean, the ocean is likely a lot less variable than all the different factors of mixing your own salt.
That's mad. That's like a stronger stream than he has at the urinal, I reckon.
He's only got 11 PBT going into it.
Yeah, that's
true.
So lucky.
Our water should be illegal here, Steve. I don't know about you, Liam, but
I don't know. I'll just put an RO unit in.
Have you never
Tastes like
measured it
shit.
coming in?
No.
Yeah.
I measure it coming out. That's the only bit I'm worried about.
My old house was 540 going in. The new house is 420.
yeah, that's what we are here.
I don't even know where my tester is. I'll do it live, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it was just crazy. So I've got an inline one that measures it as I'm making RODI. But yeah, very high.
I think it's also people are a bit scared about the expense of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you see how much is being wasted and going down the drain, knowing that your little water meter is going tick, 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 tick.
I suppose it's one of the...
for it.
Yeah.
So if you speak to your water company, explain to them that you've got an RODI for your fish tank, and you put a water meter in front of your RODI machine, you can then give them the readings for that and pictures and and they won't charge you the sewage costs for it, which is what the big charge is.
So I spoke to Anglian Water about that, and they took dimensions from my tank, and it wasn't big enough, something along those lines, which didn't make sense to me because what you're saying, and I don't know if they were trying to go off evaporation or something, but I don't think the person I spoke to was very...
You turn around and you say, you don't know what you're talking about. I also run a window cleaning company.
Yeah.
And do it that way around. You then won't get charged for the sewage costs, which is the majority of your bill, because that's what costs the money to sort out.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried looking into this with Affinity Water, which is my supplier. They were having none of it. They're like, no, we don't do that here.
Oh.
It's probably one of the highest cost water companies as well.
I've done all right, if I'm honest. We stumbled across a company, my last house, and so it's an all-inclusive company. So it's one bill. It's called One Utility Company. So my electric, my gas, and my water are all one bill. and it's unlimited.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I saw that on the bit of paper, I was like, no, that's bollocks. Straight on the phone. But, right, explain to me how this all works. And he said to me that basically the way that they do it is the energy they use is renewable energy. So it's all from, wind farms, solar panels, etc., etc. Once the costs of said wind farm has been paid off, the electricity is then pretty much free. So that's where they make the money back from it. They have deals with Anglian Water, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. My entire bill's £280 a month. I rang them and I said to them, I've got a rather large fish tank that uses a lot of electricity. They went, you use it for a business? Nope. Cool, don't care.
Wow, that's
So
less than mine.
Yeah, incredibly cost saving. The only thing that you have to do is tell them that you're moving house, so they'll only do it on like a new property. I don't know how far into that they go. If you was to ring them and say, I've just moved in, I'd like to swap over. But yeah, one utility company. Well, worth looking into if you're moving house and you have a fish tank.
Yeah. I mean, my electricity and gas at my old house was £250 a month anyway, £260 a month anyway, and then my water was 40 something on top of that.
Yeah, my house in winter was a steady 28 degrees. It's brilliant. It doesn't cost anything extra. It's well worth getting.
Interesting. Taking notes now.
Yeah. We should have like a Martin Lewis section.
I was about to say, is Liam's our money saving expert?
Yeah.
There's lots of things out there you can do to save money.
Don't buy a shark.
Well, the shark wasn't that expensive in relation. If anything, he saved me money because I then couldn't buy 400 chromis because I
You had less fish to look after.
Exactly that, yeah. The actual costs of having the shark wasn't a huge amount, but yeah, the hobby is so expensive and it drives me insane. I really don't understand why an LED light is £900.
Yeah. I was speaking with Foxy today, and he was convincing me that on my next tank I probably need 3 of these big Strattons, not 2.
That's what I need on this, and I've worked it out. That's about £4,500.
Yeah.
Just so I don't have jet engine noises behind me. It's a lot of money for a fish tank.
Yeah.
It's a glass box with fish in it, but I need nearly £5,000 worth of lights just to run it. It doesn't seem sense to me. It's like my refugium. I've got Boo freshwater LED panel light. It just sits over the sump. Cost me £14 on eBay, and I've got more coralline growing in my sump than I have in the tank at the moment.
Yeah, reef tax.
Yeah, exactly that. But we get a nice app with it, unless it's a Stratton, Tom.
Yeah, although I did get a very quick software update from them. I was really impressed with that.
I remember you saying.
So
worth the money, then.
I spoke with Foxy because I couldn't find a way of getting in touch with them about a problem I was having. He was like, "I'll email this guy." So I emailed him and he's like, "Yeah, you need to speak to the technical guy." Put me over to the technical guy and I sent him a little video of what I've done. And it's like, "Oh, yeah, you've got a bug." Like 40 minutes later, here's a new version of software.
That's good.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Download, put it in. Yep, works fine. Works on the app and the browser now.
Excellent.
As well. So, yeah, really good.
But that's the kind of support that you'd hope you'd get from something that costs that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to say the same about Radeons turning on at 4 o'clock in the morning randomly.
Who else had that recently?
Loads.
Dave had it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob had it with his 432 radians that he's got. They were all turning on at random times at one point. But I think he's fixed that now.
The MXM module fixes it.
Yeah.
That you connect through the MXM module and that stops it happening. Unless your name's Rob and then you add a new MXM and it wipes them all.
Yeah, then you have to add them all again.
Poor man.
Yeah.
What's funny when he started a video the other day? Oh, my lights are working. That did make me laugh.
I like the video he started the other day where he's like, I'll feed the fish. And he fed the fish. He's like, right, I've got a cup of tea.
Where's my cup of tea?
Where's my cup of tea?
Oh, they're so good. Bloody love them videos.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amusing. Did chuckle to myself. Is there anything else you want to talk about tonight? We're pretty much covered everything, I think, haven't we?
Anything? Anybody in the chat got any questions or anything? Or
yeah, let's have a look.
So the main thing people can do is sign this petition. Is that the main aim at the moment? The main goal?
at the moment, yeah, I'm going to muck about with it and reword it slightly, and then the more people we can get, or more awareness we can get of it, I've set up an Instagram page, Facebook page, website. That's all running. I've paid for all that myself, and I just want to bring awareness to the hobby.
Yeah,
about these
sure.
little cute creatures that are. Yeah,
good for you.
Interesting. Mark's saying, has anyone heard of Kelleray Lighting? He can bring them in and they're IP65 with no cooling fans, app controlled and very reasonably priced.
is not the Alibaba Strattons?
Melinda did just
say,
is that a... No, I've not heard of them.
I don't know whether it's the Stratton copy or if it's a different light. I don't know. I'll put this question up for you to answer, Harry, and then I'll see if I can find it.
He is very good. Thank you, Ronald. When we got home, it was very lovely. He was very happy. But he did this thing where, because usually he'd be very... Riffs is our dog, by the way, before anyone gets confused. But yeah, he's usually quite excitable when you walk in. But usually when we're gone, and this time when we're gone for a little while, he just does this thing where he's super cuddly and quiet. And it just makes you feel really bad for going away. So he successfully made us feel awful. But we had someone house sitting and dog sitting the whole time. So yeah, he wouldn't go into kennels. He's too much of a pansy. And we baby him. So yeah, he wouldn't do well.
So I found some lights. Let me move those screens over and share my screen.
How is Dudley doing, Ronald?
So I found this.
Like little Kessel.
Which is like a Kessel, but then I did find that they do panel ones as well.
Huh.
Could be interesting.
I mean, they look cool.
It would be interesting to see one, wouldn't it? To see how it grows coral as well, because I think we've got enough evidence now that the Strattons are pretty decent at growing coral. I've been really impressed with how much stuff's grown since getting them.
Yeah, your update video was crazy to see that.
Yeah, it was really to go back and find footage from before and then now, and like even that little PC rainbow piece that I stuck down, it's puddling out really, really quickly, and a couple of the other bits are as well. Yeah, Peter Parry's saying that they used to make a copy of the Kessel, which is what I found.
That one, yeah.
But I wonder, just set up the 3-panel ones and he's quite impressed. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how well they do for growing.
I think it must be quite difficult for kind of aftermarket, do you call it that, companies in this industry, because I think people have to be so cautious about what they're running and relying on. Like, for example, the price it almost can't be good enough for me to go, oh yeah, I'll try that, and possibly cause lots of issue on my...
Yeah, I think people come into it with the high prices and go, you have to pay that, otherwise it won't work, potentially. You know, it's the lights, the wave makers, MP40s. I mean, I like the MP40 that Jabeo have just done for, what, a quarter of the price.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. It's like... Yeah, I've lost my train of thought now.
Sorry.
No, that was I jumped in there, but yeah, I mean the thing is, you can always get second-hand,
of course,
equipment probably for a similar price to AliExpress or copy equipment. So that might be a...
Yeah, I mean, all my wave makers are from AliExpress. Why wouldn't you? They're a third of the price than you can buy in the UK. They're brilliant. Bye, Steve.
Sorry, I meant to turn it down a little bit, but hit the button on it rather than rotated it and switched it off.
Yeah, I don't dare touch mine. It'll all fall over. AliExpress ones, I've not had any issues with any of them. They're exactly the same pump. It's just the free pin.
Yeah.
That's different.
That'll be really interesting to see them. I think that's it. Once you've had exposure to them, I suppose, and heard about other people using them.
Yeah, be interesting. Looks like
Mark's
taken one.
That'd be interesting to watch. You can get different models on the AliExpress that you can't get in the UK as well.
Yeah.
That Jaya style Jabeo that I've got is 33,000 litres per minute. Can't get it in the UK, that size. It's only from AliExpress. It's a massive, great big lump, but it works. Does what I need it to do. It's silent. I cleaned it once in a year. I love it.
How's your Wi-Fi?
Better now. At my old address, when I was with PlusNet, and I had the Flow to Go system, and I had 8 of the Jabeos, I noticed the difference.
So weird.
Something went on with the Wi-Fi that was weird. However, I'm now with EE, and I don't get any interference as such. But no, they used to blame my Ring cameras and doorbells and all sorts, and yeah, it's strange.
Yeah. So I have a lot of Wi-Fi issues in this house, but it's those bricks in the wall. They're so dense that I think I'm gonna have to have an actual Wi-Fi unit in each room transmitting out, because the penetration through the walls is terrible. So I've got one. My main unit is in by the front door.
Yeah.
And I'm about, I don't know, 3 meters from it, 4 meters from it, and there's one in here, because otherwise appliances start dropping off the Wi-Fi in my fish tank. And then there's one in the living room, which is just the other side of that wall, because otherwise the TV doesn't have a good connection.
Built a good, well-built house then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any luck with your new tank yet, Steve?
I haven't pushed too hard to try and pick something. I'm fairly sure I know what I want now. But I've got the ceiling being skimmed beginning of August. Then I've got to paint it. I needed to get those sockets done, which are now done. I want to decorate all the walls and put a feature wall on that wall. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but something. And then at that point, I'll then be ready to order a tank. And I'll order a tank and the laminate flooring at the same time, because I need to start the laminate flooring ready so that when the tank goes in, it can go in on the laminate.
Yep.
And then I can move everything over, get rid of the tanks from the other side, and then finish the laminate flooring.
You got any other plans for preparation for the new tank? Like airline outside or?
Yeah, so I'm toying with a couple of ideas. So I'm quite lucky that in this house the joists for the roof go like that.
Yep.
And in a straight line from just over here a little bit, there is a vent on the side of the house for where like an extraction fan used to output. Yep. So I could go up along that way, and then the other side of that wall behind me is the kitchen, and the other side of that is outdoors, and then there's the garage. So I could put an ICB,
yeah.
ICB,
JCB, yeah.
Those big plastic things that you put water in.
Yep.
IBC.
IBC.
I can't remember what the bloody letters are now.
IBC.
One of them. And then I could do automatic water changes. That wall, that side is just outdoors, so I could pull in fresh air from there. The only other things I'm thinking of is like having a look out for a second-hand Deltec 1000i skimmer and a Reef Mat 1200 and things like that, just so I can kind of pick those up when I see them, so that they're ready when I get the tank, rather than having to get the tank and then go out and maybe buy some of these things brand new. Yeah, just trying to keep the costs down a little bit.
It can run away so quickly. I remember when I was setting this one up, running around grabbing equipment, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, like the tank. So I'm looking at the D&D 2100 at the moment.
Okay,
that's $7,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, 2 more Strattons for it. That's another $3,000. So that's $10,000. Yeah, and then reef mat, skimmer, new return pumps.
And then someone comes around and they say, "Oh, it's a nice fish tank."
Yeah.
It's funny actually, because when I was up in Manchester with work just before Finest, and I went up because I've got a camera in the corner of this room, so I went to look at the recordings from it to see whether my wife had fed the fish. And I mentioned this the other day. My daughter came in the room, shut the door behind her, sat down in this chair. She was kind of just like rocking around. And then she spun round and looked in the tank. And then she got up, lifted the netting up, and just stuck her hand in. And I was like, what's going on? But it turns out it was this front bit of my wet side had come off and turned this into a fish blender.
Oh, that could have been nasty. Yeah.
So she picked it up and put it all back on, lined it all up, and threaded it with this still spinning.
Well done. Yeah.
So I was like, brilliant. You know, not only did I not have to ask, she just looked at it and went, I know how to fix that, and fixed it. But that same night, about an hour and a half later, my wife had all of her friends from work round. So there were like 6 women in here all looking at the tank. But the problem was, I'd been away for a couple of days and it looked awful, but they all thought it looked amazing. The glass was covered, and but apparently they all thought it was amazing.
There you are.
Doing something right, Steve. Well done.
Yeah. What else have we got there? Get it done, Steve. Yeah. It's a lot of money. I'm a tight bastard. I'm Scottish underneath. I don't like spending money. So
you never know. There might be something at Aqua, a nice new, or if not new, just some good displays.
I mean, at that sort of money, have you thought about custom?
Yes. Yeah. I have, and that's the other one that's sitting there now. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be that or a custom, I think.
Yeah, because then you could go really custom and have chamfered corners and all sorts if you wanted. Mitered corners.
13-foot.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah,
make your own, Steve. Yeah.
This wall is 3.1 meters long. I think it might be 3.4 actually.
That's enough room for wave makers on the side. You'd be fine.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's But then I'm trying to also balance the cost of dosing elements,
the other side
electricity, water, all of that.
That's the one thing you don't tend to think of when you go to a big tank. I find it's saying about my neighbour. He's like, oh yeah, I love this hobby. It's brilliant. Da 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 da. Oh, your tank's amazing. Whatever. So don't look at it yet, but and then you sort of explain that. Yeah, no, I have to buy a bucket of salt every month. I do 25 litres a day in RO. It all soon gets on top of you, but dosing and everything. It soon builds up quite quickly to, oh shit, this is quite expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, even hiding receipts from the fish shop from the missus and
even this little 170, it's got quite a small RO reservoir on it, and I fill it twice a week.
Yeah.
It's probably 8 litres, 6 litres maybe.
Yeah, it's not a lot of surface area there either.
No.
Mm.
And this tank has a 25 litre drum in a cupboard where the plants are, in that cupboard there.
Yep.
That one. And that, it probably uses the whole lot in a week and a half.
See, now if you was to go down the custom route, Steve, you could do what Tom's done and have the sump extended by 3 foot and have a really big ATO reservoir.
Yes.
Do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm doing it live. Yeah, I do. I need to get the ceiling sorted out and a bit more of the room fixed and prepared. I've got to pay for someone to come and fit all the new doors that I bought for upstairs. Then we've got the bathroom and the kitchen left to decorate. The kitchen needs completely renewing. I'm going to need to save up for that. I'm going to spend the money on a fish tank instead.
I was going to say fish tank first.
Yeah, definitely.
Priorities.
Yeah.
So is your wife going to get another horse? Is that?
She's got another horse.
Is that in place of your tank? Is it?
No. I don't know. 4 weeks ago, she went and got another horse. Yeah, so she's now got 2.
Nice.
Yeah. It was.
So when you get a third tank, is that number 3 on the cards?
I've kind of already got 3. Well, I've got
true
because I've got an empty one in the garage.
Yeah.
So I've got my jellyfish tank and those 2.
Yeah.
I think what I'm probably going to do is find new homes for the bicolour and the puffer.
Mm-hmm.
And get rid of that. And then move everything from this one over into the big one when I get it, I think. And then I can maybe set that other one up, the little one up in the garage as a spawning tank at some point.
I thought you were saying you were going to get rid of that one that you'd spent all that time.
No, I really want to try some spawning.
Get rid of that.
I really want to try some spawning with it, but at the moment I can't justify buying an XR15 for it.
Yeah.
And you've got to have a radian of some type to do the lighting schedule. So I'm putting that off a little bit at the moment. But Yeah, apart from that,
If you don't do the big tank, you'll only regret it. It'll always be in your mind.
this was the
You know,
thing. So I was then like, but can I get a 6 foot? Because a 6 foot would probably be big enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's bigger than most still. But then I thought, yeah, but then I'll always be thinking, I wish I'd got the 7 foot.
To be fair, 7 foot is like really the biggest easily available commercial system. So I feel like if you went 7, rather than it becomes a case of I wish I went a foot bigger, it becomes a case of I would have had to go custom to go bigger. So it's not as easy of a exchange, I suppose.
Yeah.
That was a bit word vomity, sorry.
I knew what your brain was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's late.
Yeah, I agree. It's at that threshold, isn't it, where it's probably a little bit bigger than is sensible, but not so big that it's outrageous.
Depends who you
Would you
ask,
go
I
more?
think.
If you were to go custom, would you go more depth-wise? Do you think?
Oof.
As in front to back?
Potentially. So the DD2100 is 650 front to back, so it is more than
Not a bad
standard.
size. Yeah.
So I was thinking, 650 front to back, you probably want another 50 behind it for access. So that's 700 from the wall. Yeah, so that's like as much as my desk-ish. It's just short of the amount my desk pokes out into the room. So I'm then thinking, I quite like, because in my old setup, I was actually quite a bit closer to the tank. And when the camera was focused on me, it would also keep the tank in focus, which I think was good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to feel cramped in here. I like that it feels spacious. But yeah, also...
How would the fish feel, though? You don't want them feeling cramped. Someone start a petition about it.
Yeah. It's like they can't get on the internet. Wi-Fi doesn't penetrate water.
Yeah.
Oh, what are the top 3 fish I'd keep?
Good question.
That is a really good question. I would probably go for another tang as one of them, definitely. I quite like Soul Tang. No, I wouldn't get a shark. Yeah, I quite like Soul Tang.
I know somebody might be selling one.
Yeah, but here he's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick. But then if he kept him on his own, you'd be all right. Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried not to look at them because you know what I'm like. I can't not buy stuff. So if I start looking at them, I'll go, I'll get it because the new tank's come in and it's only little at the moment. Yeah, that tank behind me is already as full as it can get. I must not buy more stuff.
Any more reef safe angels?
I would like a coral beauty. Not really reef safe.
Mine
Been there,
wasn't.
done that. Yeah.
I would really like a coral beauty, but I don't know whether I want to lose coral again.
I've been offered a gold flake that eats chalices. I don't keep chalice.
Okay.
But it's always that thing, if he eats one kind of coral, how long until he's all... What does that acro taste like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Genicanthus angels. That is an option, isn't it? Yeah. The problem is when I go to the shop, I look in the shop and I go, oh wow, that's really nice. Oh yeah, that's a correlator. Oh wow, that one's really nice. Yeah, that one eats coral as well. Oh, what about that one? Yeah, that one eats coral. Come on.
I've given up Memorial idols now. I've had 3 of them. They eat corals. That's it.
Yeah.
Some are less likely, but they all will.
Yep.
And Ron. Yeah. The problem is, I know what would happen. I would get one, and it would be the one that's a massive dickhead and eats everything.
I think the worst coral eater I've had was one of those little yellow gobies. I don't know if you've seen the little coral gobies. Little tiny things. Mrs. fell in love with it at the fish shop. Oh, it's cute. Can we get it? I was like, whatever. Chucked in the tank. Yeah, it turns out they lay their eggs inside acro colonies, and they will strip the acro to lay their eggs.
Wow.
And he decided, well, there was no other in there to breed with. He just decided he was going to strip all the acros and pretend to lay eggs.
Nice.
Wow.
Good luck getting a centimetre fish out of a 3-foot tank. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So, Kumar, this was exactly my thoughts with the bicolour angel. My tank is absolutely rammed with coral. I thought, you know what? It'll take a little bit of a little nibble out of one nibble out of everything, and they'll be fine. Oh, well, I don't really need to worry. It'll just spread the biting out. And what it actually did was it demolished the Wilsoni I had, and then it demolished a button scully I had. Interestingly, it's in that tank, and there is a frog spawn, a Duncan, a Symphilia maze coral thing, an Alveopora, and a chalice, and it's not touching any of them.
There you are.
Maybe he's all right to go back in now. You never know.
No. Not now I've got that really big, nice Wilsoni in there, knowing that he likes Wilsonis. No, not a chance.
Would you get a like a school or shoal of fish in the big tank?
Yes, but they wouldn't be chromis.
Okay. Antheas?
Yeah, I
Something
reckon.
different? Yeah.
I really like that the Antheas that Drippy had.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Very
got
cool.
9 of them in here. They're beautiful, but they don't shoal.
Oh.
And realistically, I don't think chromis do either.
No,
I think
I
it's
think
only
you
when they're
need,
small.
yeah, you need a predator in there to make them do it, don't you? Really?
Yeah.
My chromis do because of the Anthea that occasionally chases them, my male. And I think that's why they stick together. They're probably not now, are they? Oh, there goes the lights.
Yeah.
I think they are around the top.
So those look pretty cool as well when there's a few of them in a tank.
Yeah.
I've got 26 in there, and they don't. They're just everywhere.
Yeah. It's annoying, isn't it? You buy them because you want this behaviour, and then they're like, "Oh, fuck you."
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I love them. I think they look incredible, especially with the tank that's grown out. You know, the corals, and they all swim in and out of the corals. You know, like the D&D display up at AAC. Is it
They're
D&D?
shutting that one down, aren't they?
It's shut down, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, they're taking it out. I can't remember what they said they were going to put in its place.
No.
Water box for some reason. I don't know whether it's right.
Yeah. No, I just think it makes it a tank doesn't look natural without small fish in it. So
Yeah,
it's a
I agree.
tank.
Yeah, so oddly, going back to the 3 fish in the 7 foot, because I'll be able to get some bigger fish, I would really like a cleaner wrasse. Now, I've had 2 cleaner wrasse in the past, and they both died and completely disappeared. I never found them. And I'm surmising that they died because there was not enough big enough fish for them to get any kind of feeding off of.
I've got one in my stump if you want it, Steve.
At what point, Liam, are you going to open your cupboards and that's going to be the display tank?
No, I have two fish tanks, one on the top, one on the bottom.
with you.
Yeah, no, I bought a candy wrasse, and they were very similar shaped fish.
Yeah.
However, the candy wrasse was a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were scrapping, and it got to the stage where the wrasse wasn't coming out during the day, and
Yeah.
I was like, right, okay, I don't particularly fancy losing the wrasse. The cleaner wrasse can go, because he will not leave my stripey alone either. It's yeah, we'll see.
My cleaner wrasse loves nori. When you put it in,
Oh, okay.
it'll almost get in between the nori sheets. I think you're going to get eaten in a minute. But yeah, you do all the time. You see it on the tanks, and they seem to quite enjoy letting him have a go. So.
Mine seemed to chase mine around. He'll nip at them, and
Really?
they'll go, "Oh, that you little bastard!" and they'll chase it across the tank. It's
That's
I don't know if he's slightly aggressive and a bit nippy.
Yeah,
Isn't there
maybe it's
another
a ratio
type
thing?
Isn't there two different types? One that looks like a cleaner wrasse, but it actually isn't. I've always
Possibly.
wondered that.
One of the
Sure.
cleaner wrasse I had used to, as soon as I put my hand in the tank to do anything, it was immediately trying to clean my arm.
Mm.
Immediately, it would come straight over and it would like nip, 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 trying to get anything it could off of me.
They go for moles.
Yeah.
On your arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moles cleaner. There you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know whether
that's
that's just
what
Rob
worried.
winding you up, isn't it?
No, I think there genuinely is a false cleaner wrasse. Get on Google, Steve.
Yeah. Whereabouts are you, Liam, in the country, roughly?
I'm in Doncaster, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Don't know when I'm next in Manchester. I've been in Manchester twice in the last 3 weeks, and I know I'm in Birmingham next week, but that's nowhere near.
No, it's not.
Let's have a false cleaner wrasse.
It's something I've always wondered, because my fish really don't like him.
Oh, someone's playing with fire.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah. So there is a blue stripe cleaner wrasse and a false cleaner wrasse.
So what's the difference?
The
Big
name-
old tummy.
I'm hoping the big tummy's a cleaner wrasse, because I've noticed that on mine.
It is the cleaner wrasse, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find any better images. Yeah.
Why do fish do
it's-
that? Why don't they just get their own style?
You would struggle to tell the difference.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
that's a good way of checking.
Oh, it's like a viper.
Yeah, if it looks like that, I wouldn't want it biting me either.
That probably did
No.
upset the fish.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, so if it looks like the top one, you're good. But if it looks like the other one,
Imagine if the
Yes,
top
so.
one hasn't just eaten well. Yeah.
well, because it's got a different Latin name. Or scientific name, sorry, should I say.
Head shapes
Right.
Yeah.
quite different, I suppose. It's a bit bigger, thicker line, more
Is
prominent.
it big
Oh,
enough
it
to
looks a bit
read?
smaller.
Can you read that writing?
No.
Oh, let me see if I can make it bigger. Is that bigger?
Rub
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Rob will like that. I've highlighted that specifically because they've put both names in capital letters. Particularly likes it when they do that.
They
It's
express
got a bit
it
more
in a
yellow
fish.
on it.
Yeah, it might do. I think maybe that's the key. This top bit with the cleaner wrasse, there's a black stripe along the top. And with the other one, there isn't.
That must happen, surely, if they're being collected from the wild.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
you get a big net, you catch them, and you go, yeah, they're
Yeah,
cleaner
exactly.
wrasse.
yeah, cleaner wrasse, that'll do.
Yeah.
50
I
cents.
know where mine is.
Yeah. Interesting.
Look into
Harry's
it.
trying to find his now. Look.
I'm just thinking, I think mine
Is it-
looks more like the false.
Is it? Is it the one with the bastard big teeth? Put your hand in,
I have
Harry.
no idea where it is. Well, I mean, I've still got all my moles, so
Yeah. Yeah, it probably
In
would be
theory.
able to remove one, wouldn't it?
but yeah, looking at those two, you'd think so. No, I can't see it at all. Might have gone to bed. Pretty know it's out.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'll have a look.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting if it is. It's a bit like the dotty back and the grammar, royal grammar. Although I think with them they're a lot easier to tell, aren't they? Because the dotty back, it's like a line.
Yeah.
Whereas the royal grammar, it fades, it blends
got
the
a dotty
colours
back.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdly, the royal grammar is the one that's more dotty than the dotty back.
It's like Iceland, Greenland.
Yeah.
Since when can't we swear?
Yeah.
No idea.
Because
I think he did.
I don't know if he's on about the fish or them lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ron was saying that people are allowed to swear, but he was the one that wrote sluts earlier. So
maybe it's now you've upgraded your subscription.
yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. Says it's blaming you, Harry,
Yeah, it's true.
because you're doing favouritism for Lee.
Lee, that's fine. Just nothing from Rob. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on, gents. It's
Very
been
welcome.
interesting talking about sharks. Everyone go and sign Liam's petition. Let's get that petition up again. See how many people have signed it while we've been on.
Let's have a look. What was it? 47.
It was 47 before. Yeah.
I'll be one.
Thank you very much, Harry.
But
And
not
50.
yet.
There we are.
50 now.
Nice.
3 people. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I'll do it when we're finished.
That's 52.
Thank you. I mean, every little helps, doesn't it? Good old Tesco's. It's
Is that
anything we
Tesco's
can
or
do.
Asda?
Tesco.
Tesco's, every little helps. Yeah. Asda price. Yeah, one of them. Bit of free marketing. Anything we can do to help, even if we can just get them purchased to order, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Something small. Just even shops recognising they shouldn't be potentially selling them to the wrong people. Just have a conversation first before, thank you, bye.
And that goes, I think, just universally for all fish across the board.
Yeah. Yeah. There's too many people out there looking to fill their pockets rather than...
Yeah. I mean, when I bought my Fluval Evo, I had the Fluval Evo and I had 2 clownfish in it. They were both really small, and I had a Royal Grammar. And I said to the guy in the fish shop, I'd like to put something else in. What else can I put in? He's like, you need one of these. These are lovely. They're really peaceful. They stay nice and small. Put one of them in. Sold me a yellowtail damsel. It went back a week and a half later. I took it back and said, this guy's a dickhead. Like, terrorising the whole tank.
I've just had that exact same conversation with my neighbour who got given a free blue damsel from the fish shop for buying some corals. That's probably a reason it was free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asbo fish. Definitely.
Asbo fish.
Yeah. I think the only damsel that's not a complete dickhead is the Starkey damsel, isn't it? I hear they're a little bit more chilled out.
I wanted to do a shoulder damsels. I daren't. Barry at AAC was trying to persuade me that these ones are slightly less aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't want to chuck 15 in, and they are.
Yes. Yeah, they look really nice as well.
They do. We'll see. We'll see. But no, thank you very much for having me on. And if everyone could go and sign the petition and whatnot, give the Instagram a like or something, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, gents. See everybody next week.
Thank you.
See ya.